Welcome to the Dream Lab podcast. Hey, do y'all care about mismatched socks? Never mind. My name is Dre Perry. I'm your captain. I'm here with the co-pilots. We got Chrissy B in the building.
Yeah.
We got Coach Kev. He's back in the building. Y'all, and we are here for the season finale of season 6.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God.
What was that, Chrissy?
Oh my God.
Good morning, the pineapple.
Good morning, pineapple.
You sound like hummus and garlic bread.
Good morning, pineapple.
I can show you the Them the same people. We're gonna get canceled again.
We just might. No, nigga, you gonna get canceled.
They handsome.
Anyway. Welcome back, guys. We're here for another week of the Dream Lab podcast. I'm excited. It's the season finale, which means that after today's episode, we're gonna take a little break, guys.
Yes.
A little one, but very much so a break. I mean, we all need a break. Thanksgiving's coming up. Christmas coming up. How was everyone's Halloween? Y'all had a good Halloween?
Yeah. I didn't do anything.
So you had a good Friday.
Yes.
Not you mixing holidays. Yeah, I went to see About the Dead.
Oh,
I
Good
went
Friday.
outside.
That was the wrong button. My hand moved too fast.
At least he don't hear it.
I went to see About the Dead, and then I went out.
Well,
my grandma's viewing was over.
Oh my God!
And then afterwards, I put my wig on and went outside.
Well, Kevin,
you put your wig on. Were you your grandmother for Halloween?
Could have been. It was blonde. I'm playing. No, I was. I think I was the guy from Greece. I had on the leather jacket.
Kaniki or Danny? I was Kaniki in Greece in my high school.
I was Kaniki, bro.
Wow.
Konnichiwa.
Anyway, y'all know.
Halloween was lit though.
That's good.
I had a very good time. I was in the bed.
Did you go trick or treating?
No, we just went out to a bar and they had a dope Halloween party.
Mm-hmm.
Just so happened we got in there early before 9:00, so people had to pay $20. So since we got in early, they gave us wristbands. But it was like a really nice time.
That was my ad libs. Carry on.
It was a good time. Halloween was fun. But I will say Halloween 2026, I do plan on going out of town for Halloween because Halloween's going to be on a Saturday. That's going to be lit. I had every intentions of going to Chicago this year, but Grandma said, yeah, let me kick this bucket real quick and ride into the sunset. Love you now and I miss you, girl.
Here's the thing when it comes to death. It wasn't until I've been around people who lost people and then when I lost people myself that I realized that niggas do crack jokes. It's actually like very healing.
Dark humor
is something, bro. Like I have it real bad and I be trying to reel it in because I'm like, oh, I don't want to piss nobody off. But if your foot is on the gas.
It's crazy because we talked about death that whole episode and then boom.
That literally is crazy. We talked the episode about being cremated or buried.
Yes, and it was just like, I done went down here and helped put my granny wig and makeup on.
You did? Mm-hmm. How was that experience? I know for me, I ain't gonna say I couldn't, but I know I wouldn't want to.
It's not bad. I was where you
this
guys
nigga said it's not bad.
No.
Like
because
I'll
do it again.
Like it's Miami in the springtime. It's not bad.
If there's another family member, I wouldn't mind doing it.
Surprise
but I used to be where y'all were.
Surprise me when I get to the funeral. Oh, that's what you look like. I don't want to see
my
it prior
granny.
to.
People was like, your granny looked good. Like we made.
This nigga was like, I know.
Yeah.
I was
Taylor
there.
did the makeup. I helped Taylor with the makeup and put my granny wig on. But the thing is, there was a different type of piece that we had doing it. First of all, shout out to Pie Funeral Home in Detroit. It's not a sponsorship, but shout out to them because they took care of my family really well.
They're the ones on the fans.
Yes, what blessed me was
they all on the fans. All the funeral homes is on the fans.
That's true.
Yeah, y'all love waving death at church.
That's crazy.
Just fanning it.
I got an electric one now.
Yeah, I guess when you get hot, just think of dying because that's,
This a marketing thing.
Yeah.
Talk about,
Yeah.
I'm going to keep this in mind.
So we get downstairs and, we already emotional. We're like, all right, here we go. Let's get downstairs. We go down.
So wait, it was a basement y'all had to go down? That's even creepier,
Oh, this
bro.
about to bless you. As soon as we hit the corner, Granny's body is in the hallway. I'm like, oh,
she don't even have a room? Hey, Hey, she don't have a room.
And you know I'm ignorant. I said, "Oh, she's in the hallway." So
I would have
said,
pushed it. Come on.
I said, "Is there a hall, another room?" He was like, "No, like due to capacity, because the thing was, 10 people had
Due
died."
to capacity.
Yes, guys, I found
This is not the club.
I'm trying to tell you, my granny's funeral, or just the whole process, I've learned so much about funerals. Like, Shantae's aunt passed away the same exact day. They ended up having to have the funeral on
a Sunday or something. Yeah.
Because it was so many deaths. Same thing on the day that my grandmother passed. So things were done in the order of how they were received.
Yeah.
So I couldn't, again, shout out to the funeral home because they were so
What time we get
gracious.
this body?
Right.
3:30.
Basically.
You said 3:32?
Okay, so she got to go first.
Yep, she gonna have to go first. Put
That's
that one
what
in
it
the
was.
hallway.
And my granny's viewing was packed as hell. Like, so many people showed up. I was like, whoa. But back to the makeup thing. It wasn't as bad only because it was almost like another moment that you get with your loved one. No, it's not the best conditions.
I get what you
but
mean.
Yeah, so like doing the makeup and us talking and reminiscing while preparing her, it wasn't bad. It was when we were done and we seen how beautiful she looked. Then the wave of emotions came because it was like we really got a chance to
Do this one last time.
Yeah, because my grandmother requested way before she got sick that, when I go, I want Taylor to do my makeup. So she honored my grandmother's wishes. They got the correct wig, and my granny looked.
Let me tell you something about honoring dead people's wishes. Depends on the wish.
Okay.
Because it was like, oh yeah, I want you to do this. If it's something that's like
Doable.
crazy, no. If it's something crazy, I'm gonna be like, yeah. But when you die, I'm gonna be like, y'all get somebody else to do it. She'll be all right.
Yeah, low key, high key. But she didn't have a lot of like,
A lot of wishes. Like
that
that.
was pretty much something. But the thing is, my granny didn't want to die. So that was kind of like the taboo of everything. Like watching her go through her process, she just kept telling my mom, like, can we cancel this? Or I want my coin back. So that was kind of like the hardest thing to like deal with my grandmother's death. But for me, what gives me peace, of course you get emotional because she's, and I'm not crying on this episode because I really am at peace with everything. It's just in the morning, just sometimes it just hits you like she's not here. But one, when you know that your loved one is not suffering, you have a different type of peace. But two, it just bothered me knowing that my grandmother would have preferred to stay here versus passing. But it was literally like she was fighting to live, but her body was shutting down. So I remember like maybe 6 or 7 months before she got to this point, the doctor like looked at my mom and said like, your mother lacks so much protein that she literally should be out of her mind and dead. And that her body was losing blood, but it wasn't like she was bleeding out. It was just like her body just wasn't producing it. So there was already signs and different things that the doctors were saying that mentally prepared me like,
She's dying.
I knew she was going to die this year.
Yeah.
And I knew she was going to die before the holiday.
You know what, bro? To that point, I will say that even though it was very rough, I'm thankful that it wasn't from my grandparents' standpoint. They didn't die like instantly. Like it wasn't like we get a call. Like they was it wasn't a surprise. Like we get a call. They was at home and one of them passed away. No, it was they were sick and declining and then passed away. So I think even though that's rough, you get to mentally prepare because it's not that we operating not in faith, but you can I can only have so much faith for somebody else,
right?
Especially if they're in a situation where they are dying and it's just I think that sometimes if we let the death process happen, because a lot of times if people do let it happen, then we'll question their faith and we'll be like, oh, you don't believe that God can keep them alive. But it's kind of like, bro, death is a part of the process. We can't stay here forever. And it was so crazy because I saw it was I always see posts where like somebody be like 90 years old. And then people will be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe they're gone." Why can't you believe that?
90 good years.
They've been here for a long ass time, bro.
A couple presidents.
I'm talking about. They remember when it was only whites bathrooms and colors bathrooms down there. They was here a long time, and it's just like I get it. They're your loved one.
Yeah.
But you do. I think because we go back to the episode when we were talking about death, like probably season 2, and it was like. It's like we don't want to like talk about that stuff, but it's just like we do. We have to. We got to eventually like to have some type of conversation, so like when it happens, that transition is a little smoother.
Yes.
We can handle things in a better state of mind. Because if you have been running from the fact that this person is dying and that they're gonna die, if you've been running from that, you don't. It's like when it happens, it's just like, I can't believe it's just like, bro, you didn't allow yourself to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't allow yourself to. So
That's real talk. And
Honestly, that's how I was though, because my grandma called the whole family together the day before she passed,
And said
she
what?
was like, "I don't feel like I'm gonna be here much longer." Like,
yikes.
she literally said, I have it on video, her saying, "I'm not gonna be here very long, but I've had a great life. I love my family. I don't want y'all crying, all that stuff." Like, girl, obviously I'm gonna cry, but we were able to all spend that day with her, and I
to
was
hear
the last
that,
one. Yeah.
To hear that from your loved one, that's different because they're preparing, you're preparing. We're
Yeah.
able to actually like, let's just sit, let's sit and let's be around each other.
the
Like
question is, do you really prepare though in that moment?
I did
prepare as much as you can.
I
And
did. I ain't gonna lie to you.
everybody's different.
I was motherfucking prepared. When the doctor said that, my mind instantly, my spirit said, "This is the year. Prepare yourself."
And it's not that you want, it's not like you're not emotional about it. And I'm not talking
Right.
about just you. I'm talking about people in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah.
You're still going to be emotional about it, but it's not as harsh, I guess.
Yes, and I think that's how I feel. I mean, and of course, not to neglect Chrissy's statement. I think that's how I felt. Because even like certain things of them, like, come on, like she got to pull through. I'm in my mind. I'm like, y'all need to prepare because this is it.
Yeah, that
In
was
my mind, I'm
similar to
like-
people in my family. I think like when my grandfather was, because he was the first to go, when he was declining, there were family members like, oh, we praying God gonna pull you through. Da, 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 da.
And not saying that he can't.
And
but
I'm not saying that
Come
at
on.
all, but I think that we do have to kind of like look at stuff. Like, we can hope for the best.
Yeah.
But if we're seeing that the person is declining, if we see this type of stuff, like,
rapidly at that.
Yeah.
and then we realize that person, a lot of times, tries to hold on for the people who haven't accepted it.
And
I
that's what was
gonna
pissing me
say
off.
that my grandma literally, she was like, "I'm tired. Like, I'm just tired of holding on and fighting," because that's all she was doing. It was getting to the point that she would have had to get assistance to do everything. Like, she wouldn't have been able to do anything by herself. And if you know my grandma, that was not her jam. My girl was not allowing it. She said, "Yeah, you know what?
Let's wrap this up.
Yeah, I think it's time."
And that's definitely something. And I think, again, the more that we push it off, the more that we'll find ourselves in those situations.
Well, to answer this question, I am doing good, guys. I have no complaints. Life is treating me well. Taking grief one day at a time. I'm really happy. That's the only thing that I can really say about how I'm feeling right now. Of course, like I have my emotional spats, but I'm very happy. Just in general with life. One of the biggest things that I'll take away from this whole experience is when you truly treat family correct, you do grieve differently. Because I
Yeah.
think I've laughed more
Nigga,
throughout
because
the
those
process.
people who didn't have the best relationship with that person,
Yeah.
those people be going in at the funeral.
Yeah.
They go in all week long. When we be
Yeah.
at the house eating dinner and all of that stuff, they be the one in the corner just crying every time you mention the person's name. They cry, and it's just like, oh, you wish you had more time to get shit right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's what it is.
For
Well,
me,
it's too fucking late. They're dead.
I had a ball.
They're on.
I laughed so much the other day about just stuff that my granny did. I was just like, nigga, she was funny as hell.
Because that's really what it's supposed to be for us in those moments. Like we should be reflecting at this point. We should be thinking about the good times. Like I think because we were talking the other day and we were talking about how people they look at the body as the end all be all. However, the body is not the person; it's just the shell that carried them.
Let me tell you something. When we went out there to do that makeup and that wig, that's why I wasn't phased. I'm like, ain't nothing in here but skin, embalming fluid, and
That's it.
bones.
That's it.
I mean, it's literally just a shell. Like, okay, your remains are here, but honey, you're not in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, like closing the casket and that stuff, it was sad because physically,
Because
I
it's a
won't see
physical
the
reminder.
shell.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm like, she ain't in there.
And that's the thing. So I think my grandfather was one of the first close people to me to pass. And so I think in that process, I started to kind of look at death like that. Like, the person that we are so much in love with is really the spirit that we're in love with.
Yes.
Because if that person was an asshole, you may not be as connected, or you may not love them as much. You know what I'm saying?
Wipe their memory away. You wipe an ass, don't you?
Good night.
Do it again. That's a windshield ass.
But no.
Fully.
You didn't hear that because you don't have the headphones
Yeah.
on. But anyway, we fall in love with the spirit. We fall in love with the spirit, and that lets me know that the spirit, because I was talking about this also, like when we be in situations where you'll do something and you'll hear like your grandfather or your grandma, or you hear them say, like, oh, I pulled out something to drink out the refrigerator. It was a can of something, and I was about to just drink it. And I remember my great grandfather saying when I was little, like, wash off that can. It's dirty. You don't know what's on that. As a kid, you remember that.
Yeah.
So every time I get a can, I hear his voice saying that. So I'm like, that is truly, in a way, what we are connected to.
Yeah.
That's what we're connected to, because bodies change, bodies decompose, they're gone, but that spirit lives forever.
Yes, sir.
And so they're always here. And I think if we tap into that, I mean, you're going to always miss the person.
Yeah.
I listen, I have my moments, I be boohooing just thinking about, but I mean, that's life. That's
Yeah.
a part of it. But we got to make sure that we embrace death a lot.
Ooh, I don't know when the moment's gonna happen, but I hope I'm by myself.
When you crying?
Honestly, for me, the worst part was the first few years, honestly, holidays.
I think that's when it's gonna whoop my ass. Is knowing that we're not taking her a plate on Thanksgiving, or she ain't gonna buy our underwear and t-shirts for Christmas. Because that's the first thing I thought about. I was like, damn, my grandma used to always make sure that me, Myron, and
Yeah, that first holiday is definitely, I think, because also though Dallas was born same
Yeah.
time. So my story is slightly different because I was more so joyous. It's her first Thanksgiving, her first Christmas.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
So you had that, not distraction, but
in a way, yeah,
it
a
was-
healthy distraction.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I get that because it's some people, it still be years past.
I was about to say, I think this past, which was so weird, but Easter was so difficult for me this year. Like I was just like, I just miss my grandma. Like,
Yeah.
because she, my grandma passing, you realized how much she not kept the family together, because it's not like we're in shambles, but she was the one that I would call and be like, I'm gonna see you on Easter, right? I'm gonna see you on
she
Thanksgiving.
pulled y'all
right?
together for those in-person moments.
Yes, and
Yeah.
she was the person that you really couldn't say no to. Like nobody wanted to say no to
Absolutely. If
grandma.
Granny call you, you
You
pulling
gonna
up.
make it, you gonna-
Absolutely.
yeah. So for us
Absolutely.
now, like it hasn't been as together. The holidays have not been the same since my grandma passed. So Easter, for some reason, random, but it was a hard time.
And you know what? I actually and I think I've been very honest with myself about this, but I know it's a part of me, not a part of me. I know that I actually wish I would have spent more time with my grandparents.
Me too.
Especially in the later years. Like when I was younger, you couldn't keep me from their house.
Yeah.
As I got older, I started to find my way. And it doesn't take away from love, but it's just I'm the type of person where I don't have to be around people. But then it's just kind of like when they're gone, it's just like, dang, I wish I would have just a little bit more. I wish I would have pulled up a little bit more.
Yeah.
I wish I would have answered the phone a little bit more. The few voicemails I have left from my grandmother, I still have on my phone. My grandfather,
My
not so
mom
much.
has so many from my grandma.
Yeah.
Yep.
We were sitting there listening to them. But I'm glad that you said that. I think the only regret that I have, though, Dre, is not serving my granny communion from a ministerial standpoint. Like, I wish I would have had that moment. There is a specific time where I remember, like, Prophet Eric Mitchell had prophesied to me, like, you're gonna be the reason your grandmother gets healed and all of this stuff. And I remember being younger. I remember being like 23, 24. And I remember my grandmother was still working at the hospital, and I would get up at 5:30 in the morning and I would call her, and I would read her a scripture and I would pray while she was putting on her makeup and getting ready for work. I remember that vividly. But that's the only thing that I regret, was not like doing that. Cause I'm like, my mom was kind of like, well, the church should have been bringing it, but I was thinking like, yeah, I could have went and just got it and just went and did something to that magnitude. Because that's always been my issue anyway with ministry, is like, how can I reach the world, but I can't reach the people that I either live with or grew up with? I used to feel like that about my brother too. Like,
Yeah.
how can I affect other young people, but I can't affect the one that actually has my blood?
I think that sometimes I think in general, I would consider myself the black sheep of my family. Not saying that I don't get along with my family. We all good. We talk damn near every day. But I know that I'm slightly different. And so I believe that sometimes when we just kind of step into a different calling outside of what our family's norm is,
Yep.
it is hard to kind of communicate that, because if they understood, then you probably wouldn't be the only black sheep in the family. You know what I'm saying? So
Everybody be black.
I think
I'm serious.
I think it's a part of giving ourselves grace,
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, if we're a fifth, we'd all be drunk.
Well, huh?
If we're a fifth, we'd all be drunk. Because we always say, well, I wish it, if I would have been able to, or
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you never heard that saying?
Nope.
No, but that was good. 'cause
You
I
never
was
heard it
saying-
either?
Nope.
Wow.
I was
taught you
thinking
that?
of when
Grandpa
you doing
taught you that?
the little
I
cheers
don't
and like, I ain't a duck and I don't quack, but something and
My nigga, I'm pretty sure it doesn't go exactly like that, but I get what
you
you're
know
saying.
what I mean.
Absolutely. So yeah. Let's move on to something
You know what
brighter.
I mean,
I don't, but that was good, though, boo.
still, I'm not a duck and I don't quack.
Chrissy, how are you? I don't even think we asked how are you doing.
The fuck those who don't do it. That's the cheer.
I'm fine.
Well, we both go.
I was about to be like, not niggas crying this episode, bruh.
Not the
was
season
determined.
finale.
Season finale, we just ain't here in tears, nigga.
It's so funny because everybody does get surprised when I'm like, I cried today. They're like, oh my God, really?
Yeah, when you said that last week before,
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh, this is serious.
I said nigga was crying. I said, let me not joke this episode. Let me just listen to what Chrissy got to say.
God. No, but I feel better this week.
That's good.
I think I said it even last week that this therapist, I love her so much because she gives me assignments and things to work on and holds me accountable for it. So I know that I've seen it even before at you all's old place, but like having the sticky notes of like affirmations and things. So I'm starting to put that all around the apartment because the process or the biggest focus right now is forgiving myself. So I've been very intentional about, even when I do try to go down a rabbit hole or whatnot, just being like, you know what, I can't control it. That's the past. Blah, 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 blah. This probably doesn't have anything to do with the past right now anyway, but I was just routing everything back to that. So I've been really intentional with my thoughts and I see the change as far as my mood. I still kind of get a little, I be wanting to lay down in bed, but
Have you tried meditating?
I didn't get there yet.
Okay.
But I'm going to try it.
Here's the thing, though. Anytime you
Are
sit,
you hot?
I am burning up. I really want to take a break so I can go get my fan.
I'm never giving you Hennessy again.
Why?
Because I feel like you've been
Why?
hot since I gave it to you.
I think I'm just hot.
yeah, I think she's just hot because it's
Hot
not
twat.
hot down here. What?
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Kev walked off.
You right.
You know what?
For a walk off.
So we want to keep talking while she go piss?
Absolutely.
Okay. We'll see you when you come back, hot ass. So Drayla, how you doing?
Man, I'm pretty good. I posted something on my story today. I want to share it with y'all.
Share.
Y'all probably saw it already, but will kind of go. This will kind of go with, I guess, what we're talking about today.
Nice. Let's do it.
Well, kinda, not really, but I think I just want to share it anyway.
and if it
Fuck
doesn't, it's your podcast.
I do what the fuck I want to do.
Yeah, you do.
You know. So anyway, I put stop the negative inner talk about yourself, and I think because of what you just said, it reminded me of this post.
What did I say?
When you was talking about like these thoughts and trying not to connect stuff from the past. Stop the negative inner talk about yourself. That's why shit isn't working out. Speak well of yourself always, even if the physical world isn't reflecting it yet. Give it time to catch up. In the meantime, build yourself up. A lot of times I believe that what we're experiencing is a delayed result of how we feel about past shit.
Yeah.
So anything that you experience in the physical is always going to be a delayed. You know what I'm saying? Like if when Steve Jobs started the iPhone, the physical iPhone was a delayed. You know what I'm saying? It was delayed after the thought. So it's the same thing with the stuff that we deal with in life. So I think that a lot of times how we talk to ourselves will then cause us to make decisions that line up with that negative talk. So then we get a negative result. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was the point for that. And then I put the physical world is a mirror. It mirrors your mental, spiritual world. So you have to do the work internally, which is the mental work.
Yeah.
You can't skip it. And a lot of times people try to skip it. They try to skip the mental work. They try to skip, I'm going to just find a way to get to what it is that I want. So this was something that kind of popped in my head. When people try to lose weight, the first thing they do is, I'm going to go to the gym.
Right.
And they go to the gym for however long. And then eventually they stop going to the gym. They may lose weight, but they gain it back. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Totally.
It's because their mindset hasn't changed.
Right.
So you still going to the gym like a fat person. You have to think like a person that's in shape.
You think small. Well,
You got to think big, bitch.
But actually, you're thinking big.
You're thinking overweight. No,
You're thinking obese.
you see what I'm saying? Like, we'll still have
appetite.
the old person mindset trying to do some new shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that got me to thinking about something that I saw online. This guy, Myron Golden. You may have even heard me bring him up before. He has great content. He talks about business, but he also talks about money principles. He pulls a lot of it from the Bible. I think he was a minister at one point. And
Dark skin with the pretty teeth.
he got a beard, gray beard. He dark skinned, older guy.
Short hair.
Yeah. I don't know about his teeth though. I'm thinking about it.
Sorry. I think that's somebody I just
Talk about
looked at.
Sva.
Yeah. So you may have seen clips of him.
I think so.
And so he has this concept. It's called. I don't know if he created it or he got it from someone else. But anyway, the concept is be, do, have. Be, do, have.
Badua.
So be is it represents you becoming. It represents the mindset. It represents the way that you think. Yeah. So a lot of times people want to go straight to the have. I want this, whether it be material things. I want a relationship. I want a bigger house. I want to lose weight. Whatever it is, we always want the have, but there's 2 steps prior to the having. And first is being. So the being is the mindset. It's you have to, I think he used the scripture, be fruitful and multiply. You see what I'm saying? So in order to be fruitful, it has to be up here first.
Yeah.
Right.
Then you do the work, which is the multiplying, whatever it is that you need to do. And then you end up having, because we know faith without works is dead. We know you got to do the work.
Right.
But it's physical work and mental work or spiritual work. You have to change how you look at things, change your responses, because if you're responding like the old you, then you're going to keep getting the old stuff. Your responses, your thoughts, your conversations, even the people that you hang with, all of that stuff. So it all starts in the mind first. I think if we spent more time working on the mental, if we actually because I know for myself at least, you have to be you have to come off of autopilot. And when you come off of autopilot, you are manual at this point. So that means every thought, every response, everything you do can no longer just be your normal response.
Yeah.
It has to be the new one.
Yeah.
You have to mentally be aware. You have to be conscious of what it is that you're doing. I said this before, you have to think about what you're thinking about. So those thoughts always have to be conscious and not subconscious.
Yeah.
Right.
Because if it's subconscious, you just gonna do it regularly. A lot of people don't even see the fault in their ways because it's their normal program. They learned this from their mom. They learned it from their dad. I posted something on my story the other day. Somebody had said it. It was like, when you're born, you look like your parents, but when you die, you look like your decisions. And so we have to get to a point where we're conscious about our decisions that we're making, the conversations that we're having, what we're doing. Because the thing is, you may say, yeah, I want to go to the gym and work out, but then when you get home, what's your
Ramen noodles.
You see what I'm saying? Or you get to the point where you you know what? I've been going to the gym for the last couple of weeks and today is raining. I don't want to go. If you are a healthy person, if you are a person that goes to the gym, that works out, the rain doesn't stop you from going to the gym.
Absolutely.
Rain stops a person who doesn't have the mindset of a fit person.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's just the example. You can extrapolate it to whatever you want.
Ooh, what can you do?
I feel like I said that before.
Yeah,
you know, you can connect that to whatever
Extrapolate.
you forget you.
Extrapolate.
But you can connect it to anything that you want to connect it to. You know what I'm saying? And it starts with the be. You have to become.
Yeah.
So I think that a lot of people struggle with the becoming because they don't see physical evidence.
That's good.
So I'm going to operate as a fit person, but you still in your 3X. Eventually you won't be, but you have to keep up with it. We understand consistency. We've talked about consistency. So if you're going to become, you have to do. And when you do, you have to be consistent. Don't get weary in well doing. For at a point in time, you will reap a harvest if you faint not. Yeah. So you have to continue. You have to be consistent with this thinking and be consistent with what you're doing. That shit is a lot of work.
Yeah. Because like you said, it's all manual at this point.
At this point.
You have to literally, that takes a lot of brain power.
It does. But that's why when you're going into this new season of change, you have to shave off the shit that doesn't align with where you're going, because it already takes a lot of work. And then I got to deal with niggas who don't understand this new path that I'm on, because you don't understand. You don't have the mindset. You haven't become. You're not doing. So that's why you don't have. Yeah. So I have to get away from you. I have to stop talking to you or stop talking to you as much.
Yeah.
I have to
facts. All facts.
I really just have to, like, again, be aware of all of that stuff. So the people, the things, if you got to put up the sticky notes, if you got to, you know, for me, I change the background on my phone every so often, and it says something to remind me, to keep me in the mind frame.
That's a good idea.
I've been doing that for
my phone stay on do not disturb so much that I never really see my wallpaper, but I can change that.
You don't be on the phone though? Like you don't like
no, I
scroll?
do, but you know, like the wallpaper, it's not on D&D yet, but when it's on do not disturb, it's just a black screen.
Ah, got you. No, so mine literally says the same thing.
Yeah.
And but it keeps me in the mind frame. So every time, like, because sometimes we'll say, yeah, I'm gonna do this, yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then you may wake up the next morning and be like, yeah, I want to do this, and you be like, oh shit, I just said that I wasn't doing that.
Yeah.
That's how quick that shit can change. Like, we'll literally set a plan in motion, and then the next day, or because we in a situation where emotionally we feel away, we have to have something to comfort us. We have to have something to help us. And usually we resort back to the stuff that we used to.
Because it's easy.
It's easy. It's automatic. It's autopilot. I don't have to think about it. This is the way the shit been going my whole life. I got this program from my parents or grandparents or my church or my school, my friend, whatever. I adopted it, and now it's a part of my life. I don't have to think about it because you've been doing it for so long. So if you've been doing the wrong shit for so long, it's going to be a while before you completely get in this new program, to where the new program that's aligning you, that becomes now your autopilot.
Yeah.
But it takes a minute before you do that, even when it comes to like finances, because we'll say something like, oh, I can't afford that. That's too expensive. You said that because it was in your heart. And the reason why it was in your heart is because it was in your mind.
Right.
So that's the way that we think. We'll literally like think about this type of stuff constantly, and then we start doing the things, and we don't even realize we're doing it.
Well, so I'll say this though, Dre, because to what everything you're saying is very freaking valid. For me, I think it's kind of situational.
Okay.
Because there has been some things that I have like cut out, and now when my mind does want to go back. I'd be like, hell no.
But that's what I'm saying. You've done the work enough to where your mind doesn't allow you to even go back there.
No, but the thing is, the mind will go back, but the other side of me will be like, for what?
Yeah, no. I mean, of course, like if you decided that you're not going to drink no more, like you may still have the urge, or you may see somebody on a movie that just had a drink, and you like,
I need to feel
a drink would be really nice, but then you cut into yourself like nah.
And it's really to further validate your point, because and then to validate your point and add to it too, guys. When you really do get tired of living a certain way and getting the same results, something does connect in your brain and say, "Let me just stop."
Yeah.
Let me stop so that I can get what it is that I want next. Like I was talking to my friend Dez, and I was like, okay, when I get back from this trip, these are certain things that I'm cutting off. And since I've cut them off, I haven't missed them, but out of routine, I wanted to go back to them. But I just be like, I have so much peace and clarity now that because I don't do it, I feel stupid kind of going back to it because I don't really miss it.
Yeah, it's just
familiar.
that
it's so familiar.
Your body is used to it. It's like your body is like, I want to go back and do this. So we're literally wrestling with ourselves.
Yeah. Me versus me.
Me versus me. You are literally wrestling with your flesh, but this is not a physical warfare. This is not the warfare is not against flesh and blood. This is spiritual warfare. So you got to go to the spirit, the mind. You got to go internal.
You have to, because
to get yourself together
if
first.
You can get that mind right, you could change everything.
A lot of people try to just do physical work, like,
No.
I'm just going, I'm a grind and then I'm gonna become a millionaire. No, you got to become a millionaire in the mind before you.
You got to think about it.
And then what happens is, because you've gone internally, God starts revealing things to you. So now your actions line up with this new way of thinking, and before the way the actions you were going to do lined up with your old way.
Yeah.
So now you getting different results because you taking the time. Let me get myself together. Let me check how I'm thinking about stuff. Let me check how I'm responding to stuff. The Bible says that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks.
Yeah. Oh, this mouth just be speaking. I'm like, shut up sometimes, will you?
Who is William?
William.
Oh, baby, I just.
Who is William is stupid.
Shut up sometime, William. I'm like, who the-
That's her inner voice. Her inner voice.
William!
William, shut your ass up.
It's a nigga in there. It's a big fella in there.
There's a nigga named William in there.
This nigga.
No, I be that response. That's getting me.
No,
I get that,
that's
though.
truly it, and not
Yeah.
just what you say to people, what you say to yourself. That's what we're going back to that inner talk.
Yeah.
But then the thoughts that you have immediately, like the everything that you like do off rip, that's your autopilot.
Yeah, and I think, but also for me, as a recovering retired people pleaser.
Man, I thought you were gonna say recovering addict. I was about to be like,
a recovering.
I was about to go to the car. Like, whoa.
Please, a recovering
New
people
unlocked.
pleaser. Is that what we should say? Recovering.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I was a people pleaser, so I was
people pleaser. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Ex people pleaser. So for me, I wouldn't say so much. Like I would just let stuff go. I would be quiet. But now, but now I gotta find the balance. Because sometimes
Absolutely.
you do need to be quiet. You need to shut up.
Listen, because we'll
Give it a
definitely just run off at the mouth.
Oh wow!
Especially when you get into when you transitioning, like you said, to go into this new version of you. Sometimes you just want to tell some niggas off.
Yeah, and that's why I'm like, I'm gonna say it. I ain't keeping nothing in.
I be having to catch myself because, like I shared with y'all earlier, some bullshit. I honestly wanted to make this episode about that. I wanted to talk about it indirectly, but I'm like,
You don't deserve my platform.
At all.
And I'm doing the same thing that you're doing, essentially.
That was literally my thought. I will be doing the same shit that you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to. Ooh, when I was in.
Ooh.
That mean he got a revelation.
I
You
do.
hear me?
You
When
look at jive turkey sucker. That's why I want.
My God, today.
She cussed so many times in Hebrew.
When I was at the church in Atlanta, Church of Freedom. Not Church of Freedom, that's Tampa.
This nigga
When
don't
I
know
was
what
at,
church he was at.
Right, because I'm always somewhere. When I was at Vision Church, she preached from Acts 20. And the point she made was, one, that the church needs radical interrupters. She said we need to have righteous hospitality. And she was saying that we need to watch that we don't become like the ones that hurt us.
That's it.
When she said
That's
that,
it.
I started crying because I was like, how many times have I possibly become this person? Because they were trying to hurt me and I wanted to hurt them back. I don't have time.
Yeah.
When she spoke that, because she was basically preaching about when old boy had fell out it was in Acts when the guy had fell out the window when they was at church and he fell down and he went down and was like, he's not dead, he's alive. And she talked about like church must have been boring that night because why was he in the window and fell asleep?
Why'd you fall asleep in the window?
Why? Like, what was y'all talking about that night that bored him that bad that he fell out the window? But she was saying, like, we have to become, like, righteous interrupters who can come in and shake the pot up, but also make sure that it's lining up with the word. All of the notes that I have, it just helped me to understand, like, what I've been through and where I am is for a reason. And I'm not supposed to fit in. I'm supposed to disrupt what people consider to be normal and all of that other stuff. But when she said that, I just sat there and just started crying because I'm like, dog, I don't want to become those people.
I don't.
And unfortunately, sometimes people get so wrapped up in their emotions that they do. Because the person who hurt you was wrapped up in their emotions.
Yep.
And that's how that ended up happening. So now we have to have emotional intelligence.
For sure.
We got to take control of that shit. Like I was having a conversation with my mom and my sisters. Sometimes I have to cut into them.
We are the parents sometimes.
Literally, but in a loving way. But at the same time, I told them you have to control your emotions. And then I think my mom had said something like, "You're always talking about emotions, but people have emotions." I said, "Absolutely, you can have them, but they don't have to have you."
That part.
And a lot of times we let our emotions run. Drag us through the damn floor. And then the Bible says that your heart is desperately wicked.
Yes.
Who can trust it? And it's not talking about your feelings, is more so talking about emotions, and then there's a difference. Those emotions come up based off of something that happened. You can feel mad, all that stuff, but how you respond to it shows who you are on the inside.
Yeah.
And so now, like you said, I'm in a position where I'm just like my abuser.
Yeah, and that's scary as hell because I don't want to be like that.
No, thank you.
I'm so serious. I do not. It will hurt me. Let me tell you, that was probably the biggest thing that hurt me in the pandemic is when the Lord showed me all of the people I ever slept with. It was like I was in a hall. No, seriously, I was in a hallway, and it was like we was in a waiting room, and He showed me the people that I had encountered, and they recognized that I was at the front of the room, and they all started hollering, like, "You did this, you promised this, you did all of this stuff," and I was so pissed at myself, like, you did make these promises in intimacy. You did make these promises while dealing with them.
It was all about the nut.
I'm trying to tell you. But
don't tell me nothing.
Don't tell me shit.
Something like this. How about the piss on myself? Don't tell me nothing is stupid.
Oh my God.
What did I just witness? No, but that's real though. You sit there and make so many promises and dumb stuff, and then you become what you don't want to become because you're sitting there just trying to focus on what you can get. So, with putting everything into perspective, I don't want to be a part of somebody's hurt.
Yeah.
Even as a vocal coach, hearing my students say, "This person said this. This is why I don't believe in myself," or "I experienced this," or "I experienced that." I don't want people to encounter me and say,
"Absolutely,
I stopped dreaming," or "I stopped doing this because remember you said this to me that one night in rehearsal."
Because it's thing. It's one thing to unintentionally hurt somebody, right?
Yeah.
That's one thing.
Yeah.
And even with the things that you say, but if we're not aware of how it affects people,
yes,
unintentionally is one thing. But if it's just you not controlling your mouth, if it's not you controlling your emotions, if it's you not taking control and saying, you know what, I'm actually like projecting, I'm pushing off on somebody else.
Clock it. Oh,
Dallas be doing that shit sometimes. At least got her doing that. She be like,
I was about to say, God, mommy, God.
I would piss on myself with that scene that God baby tomorrow.
Okay, period.
Crazy work.
Right but no, I literally had a conversation with someone yesterday, and they told me like, "Oh, when you said this, it hurt my feelings." And me, I was just so taken aback because I'm not that. Unless you really
does that really hurt? Because it does it to me too. Like I don't like hurting people.
Because that's not my intention, right?
As a cancer, yes.
I'm like, well, if I hurt your feelings or if I said it, it's because you made me say it. I didn't say that to them, but in my head, especially as I'm saying it, I'm like, oh, I only said it because you got me to that point,
right?
But now I hurt your feelings.
Exactly.
But then I had to take a step back, like, oh my God, like that really hurt your feelings. I don't like hurting people's feelings. I don't. So I'm like, I apologize.
But that's so real.
Yeah.
If I hurt your feelings, my question is, what did you say to me? Because that's not going to be the first thing that come out of my mouth.
And I did explain that to the person as well, because I'm like, well, that was a result
of what you said.
An irritation, yes, or didn't do. That was a result of it.
So
but
good, Christian.
Isn't that crazy? Like somebody will feel away because of something that you said, but don't address what it is that
what you did to make me say that. So then I'm like, okay, well, it's not my intention to hurt your feelings. Okay, I thought I was just speaking my mind, and my mind was.
And your result, what you feel is a result of what you did. So I need you to sit back and relax.
and be
Kevin.
And being the bigger person, that shit takes a lot of work.
It do.
It does because
Because you don't want to do like nigga, you literally did A, B, and C, and now I gotta watch how.
Nah,
But I get tired of over. I think for me, and again, even with my grandmother's death, I am now done with overcompensating to be nice to people who are complete assholes.
Absolutely.
I'm not doing that no more. If you are an asshole, here's a tissue. You have an issue, here's a tissue.
Oh, that's powerful.
You need to be washed.
Yeah, because
asshole.
you'll sit there and you're trying to overcompensate and you're trying to be overly nice to people who are dicks.
But that's what I'm saying. Then you got to just separate yourself from those type of people.
But this wasn't
Because
a
I
case.
can't change you.
Yeah, that part.
I can't change you, but guess what I can? My
Change
fucking location. I
that
can
part.
change who I'm connected to. I can change the conversation that I'm having. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, let me then just focus on what it is that I'm doing. Because a lot of times we do be in situations and people hurt us and then we like want to make it about them. But you allowed them to hurt you by putting yourself in that situation.
Absolutely. And this isn't a case, and that's why I just took a step back like, maybe I was really showing out. Because this is...
You do be popping off sometimes.
I do.
I'm just playing. You ain't never.
No, I do.
I've never experienced
I about to say I ain't never experienced it.
You been at floods? That night after floods? Yeah. Okay.
When was
Well,
this?
it wasn't towards me.
Oh, no,
That's what I'm
not
saying.
towards y'all. No,
But
y'all
no,
don't
even
give me
to
to
somebody
me,
else.
you were
I've never
valid.
experienced
Oh,
it.
you haven't seen it.
To
Kevin
me,
did see
but
it.
you were valid. Because it
Thank
was
you.
like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
You're right, but whew, got
No,
me there.
yeah, what are y'all doing? If I'm asking questions, why aren't you answering what I'm asking?
Absolutely.
And why is somebody else answering for you?
Oh, see, now I'm mad.
Okay, yeah, let's move
See,
on.
now I'm mad. She gonna need another fan.
Okay, you see me like, okay. Ooh.
Y'all crazy. All right, guys.
No, but for real, like me, I'm just like, I do want to work on my responses, and but that has definitely been, like you said, a manual process.
It is.
Because my first mind now is I'm gonna tell you how I feel, and I feel like I can still tell you how I feel, but I have to use
In the way that I
wisdom.
do it, yeah.
You know, because are you gonna hear me if I'm sitting there yelling?
It causes you to be very poised. It causes you to speak slowly.
For sure, because my mom used to do that as kids. Like, she wasn't the type to blow a head gasket and blow up and be No, she gonna sit there and talk to you really calm.
My mom was, and I think that's why I'm the opposite.
Yeah, no,
She wasn't like abusive or
My
anything like
granny-
that.
my
But
granny
No,
used to take
she
a-
would talk to you.
My granny took a
calmly.
lot of shit.
She would like, I
I'm not
checked.
doing that bullshit.
She was like,
the
I
music-
checked Edline today.
Who?
Edline was our little grades website, and she'd be like, I checked Edline today. Do you have anything that you need to tell me?
that right there, listen, you break down in tears.
Missing late incomplete assignments.
Just whoop my ass. Like, don't talk to me like
At
that.
this point.
Because I don't know what you got up your sleeve. Or am I on punishment?
And then might hit you with a pow. Ooh.
Am I about to get smacked upside the head?
Like, girl,
Are
you should have been with my ass.
you about to send me to a boys' home? Like, what is this? Like, I don't know. I don't know what this tone is.
Nah.
Yeah.
All my cousins say the same thing. Like, my mom is scary because she's so calm. Now, I've seen her get mad or
Yeah.
whatnot. But yeah.
That'd be the go-to for most people, is just to respond like that. I used to tell people this all the time. Like, I don't know how to yell because I don't.
I didn't.
I've never heard.
I mean,
Until my last
I can
relationship.
put some volume behind my voice. Like, I've always been able to project my voice. I guess
Yeah.
being a singer and in theater and different things like that, you learn to do that. But as far as you know how people like yell back and forth
Yeah.
and keep it up there?
Yeah.
Fuck no. Nigga,
that's draining.
Do you understand how much energy that takes?
That's
Like,
draining.
I can't sit here and go back and forth with you at this level. Now, we can argue back and forth for a minute just to, because sometimes that's healthy. But that yelling and screaming, first of all, neither one of us are able to absorb anything from each
that's
other.
being said.
And we just up here screaming. I'm about to pass out. My face is fucking red. I'm like,
I can't breathe.
I'd be fucking screaming at
Got
church.
the inhaler.
I could argue down with the best of you bitches. You're not gonna outtalk me,
Please.
and I'm gonna listen to you, but you're not gonna outtalk me. Okay, guys. Well, before we close this episode, there is a game that I have for my castmates today. In about the year of 1994, there was a
wasn't
popular
born.
show that came out called the Powerpuff Girls.
Powerpuff Girls came out in 94?
Yep, and there was a thing where the doctor said it was a couple ingredients that he took. Sugar, spice, and everything nice. And he came up with these amazing, powerful Powerpuff Girls. So today, Since we are called the Dream Lab, I think we should put our white coats on and we should create.
First of all, you're wearing pink. I'm wearing blue. You got a green hat on. We are the Powerpuff Girls.
Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup.
Buttercup.
Yep. So let's talk about
good.
it.
And I'm always
What
Blossom.
are the main 3 Dream Lab ingredients that we would use to get us to the next level next year? I'll start.
Okay.
Consistency, discipline, fearlessness. Oh, wow. That'll make the perfect version of Kevin for next year. Discipline, consistency, fearlessness.
Okay, so this is for us individually,
Yep.
but to bring to the Dream Lab.
No. Just for your lives or whatever.
'Cause you represent the Dream Lab,
Yeah,
so-
every season of the Dream Lab, we've done something different. So this last episode, what are the 3 things, the 3 chemicals we'll put together to make the perfect, I want to say perfect, to make a new version of ourselves for the next season? Consistency, discipline, fearlessness.
That's powerful.
Yep.
I really love the fearlessness.
Yep. I'm tired of being feel for shit.
And me too.
I don't want to give a damn no more.
I think my confidence wise, it hasn't confidence is probably the one for me for sure. Because so much of my life, I feel like I was at a cap of my confidence. Like there was so much more, but I just didn't really truly believe in myself. In so many different areas. You said sure?
2 more.
Oh. I'm going to steal your discipline one.
Okay. It's not stealing. It's everybody needs a little bit.
Yeah, because you didn't create that word.
Yep.
Because right now I'm in a November month where I'm not doing or consuming like sugar. I'm doing certain things, whatever. So discipline, I'm working on discipline. And then I would say the third thing for the new year, the new season moving forward for me, is preparedness. And really preparing myself for what I believe is to be next.
Gotcha.
If you want it, if you want to have, you got to do. But before you do, you got to be. So I have to become. So I got to prepare. That's how you prepare. And you start doing the things, and then you have. So
Got you.
was that 3?
Yep.
Yep. All right, I'm taking the discipline for
Okay.
sure. I've been
Yeah.
talking about that. So more discipline. I think I like the fearlessness. So I'm gonna do that. But for me, my third one will be intentionality, if that's a word.
That's the word.
it is.
Intentionality.
Intentionality. That's I'm gonna be intentional in everything I do and in every aspect of my life.
Perfect. Well, there you have it, guys. To anyone that's out there who is watching this amazing last episode of season 6, sit back, relax, and take a moment to debrief about what are at least 3 things that you want to add to your life that will help your dream to come true. The Dream Lab is just not a podcast where we just get on here and have conversations. But I personally believe that the Dream Lab for the last 6 seasons has been an opportunity for us to come in and pour our ideas, our experiences, our emotions to really take life by its horns and do our best to ride through the sunset. I know for me personally, this last season,
I wish I had a
Yeah.
yeah, this ain't Texas. I think season 6 has been, the ending of season 6 has been like a what the fuck for me. But I will say that having 6 seasons of us sitting on this couch has prepared me for such a time as this. And I am truly grateful to end season 6 knowing that there is a special room, a special laboratory.
I'm about to say.
That's the bathroom.
Damn.
Laboratory. That's what he
There
meant.
is a specific shittery that I can go somewhere, but it's a specific space that I can go to personally week after week, express myself, talk about life, talk about where I am, and be able to do it in a non-judgmental environment. So I hope for every last one of you guys who are dreamers that you put your white lab coats on, that you figure out the hypothesis so that you can get the solution.
This nigga just throwing out scientific words.
Oh, yeah.
What's the word that you said too?
The antithesis
What did I say?
of the antidote.
Extrapolate.
Extrapolate.
So put your white coats on, y'all. During this break time, we need y'all to go figure out the 3 things that you want to add into your pot to become the next level version of yourself. So whatever it is, put it in there, work on yourself. Draylon said we have to
be,
so that we can
do,
and then we had to first
wait, you going backwards?
become, right?
No, be is first.
Be,
Become,
do,
have. That's the formula.
Apply it to your life. Don't let season 6 die off wrong. Let us all come back to season 7 working harder with different testimonies and stories of how we actually applied those 3 things. So please, guys, take this holiday season, enjoy it. We will be back for something special soon. But take this moment to reflect and figure out what it is that you want to do to get you to the next season. Season 7 is going to be fucking groundbreaking. I speak it now that everything about season 7 is going to be even more monumental because of what we've all endured in season 6. And as a fellow co-host, I am very proud to sit on this couch for 6 seasons. I have never lasted in anything this long. Not even sex.
I would hope you didn't last 6 seasons of sex.
Talk about, are you still watching?
I really do love y'all. And I'm for real. The last 2 weeks have
Are
been
you still
very like,
watching?
what the hell for me? But my people have held it down, and it's been like very empty not being here for 2 episodes. But
That took up the whole couch.
She said right in the middle.
Thank you for tuning in. Like,
No,
comment,
wait, before we
subscribe,
go.
motherfuckers.
Shout out to our million subscribers. Shout
I
out
love
to
you
y'all.
hoes.
The Netherlands.
Oh, I thought he said something about the Netherlands.
No.
Oh, yeah, no.
Peter Pan?
No, that's where some of our subscribers are from.
The Netherlands?
Not Neverland, nigga. Netherland.
I gotta pee that laugh. I'm a
Hey,
piece of
so
this
before we go,
podcast.
church announcements. Not
Govern
really.
yourselves accordingly.
Govern yourselves accordingly.
Dang it, Kevin.
Hey, y'all, we're gonna do a meetup at Campus Marshes for the Dream Lab. I'm just throwing that out there.
Kevin's going to be the only one there. I don't like the code.
Oh my God.
But no, next year. Actually, before we get to next year, because like we said, this is the last episode of the season. We're done until January. Now we are gonna do some little pop up. Something we're trying to figure out how we're gonna do Thanksgiving and then Christmas. We want to just pop up, see how y'all doing, do a little special episode, dress up, have some fun,
Yeah.
So I just love this time of year. I don't care for the weather, but I love the spirit of this time of year. So I'm looking forward to it. But stay tuned. We will have some pop-up episodes before the year is out. Maybe 1, maybe 2. Depends. I'm dropping music next year.
Yeah.
Dropping music next year. I'm also gonna do like a I guess it could be a concert or like a little, something. It's not gonna be too big. Just a little something.
Okay.
So yeah, y'all expect that. Kev is dropping music next year.
Yeah.
Oh, because I'm coming back. I'm pulling that album off the shelf, motherfuckers that tried to silence a bad bitch. But I'm coming back with a vengeance.
They try to silence a bad
They try to
bitch.
silence a bad bitch.
This is
Y'all ain't
powerful.
never seen a motherfucking gospel artist with painted nails. Watch this. I'm gonna be
Chrissy,
my
what
whole
you
self.
doing next year?
Bentley Beauty. Oh, we booked and busy.
Yeah, we
Booked
coming
and
out
busy.
with glosses next year.
Ooh, and lashes.
And shadow
I want
palettes.
to come out with some lashes. Be bomb.
Maybe a space where you can do makeup so you got to do it in your apartment.
Maybe.
I see that for you. We're gonna have a conversation off camera.
Ooh.
This was $199. Let me
Paper
stop.
fans, paper fans,
Listen.
paper fans.
But with that being said, we love y'all. We truly appreciate y'all. Y'all have been so great tuning in every week, commenting, all that stuff. Following us on social media. Those of you who are new to the Dream Lab, thank you. Thank you for just,
You got
Taking a
6
chance.
seasons to go ahead and watch.
listen, during this break, go back and watch every episode you missed. Make sure you follow us on social media. And if you haven't subscribed, do it so we can get 1,000,001 subscribers.
Ooh.
Yeah, with that being said, any last words, Negroids?
Goodbye.
Go to hell. I'm playing. I love y'all. I gotta go pee.
Bye.
Bye.
See y'all next year.
Oh, yeah.
See y'all.
See y'all next year.
We're gonna miss you.
Oh,
We're gonna miss.
bye.
Wow, it's about to
Me
be
and
weird.
you
It's
will
gonna be
never-
like a while before another
Yeah.
episode.
It's going to be weird. I'll be like,
Literally in 3 weeks, we're gonna text each other like, "Oh, I miss you."
that's going to be us. Oh.